Stoddard Wells Road is known as an off-road hotspot just outside Victorville, California, but it has a long and interesting history going back almost 200 years. Let's go find some history. In June of 2023, my son and I headed out on a quick afternoon trip to find some local history. This time we went to drive as much of historic Stoddard Wells Road as we could. Stoddard Wells Road was cut around 1867 to connect the towns of Little Meadow, now known as Victorville, and Fish Ponds, which is now known as Daggett. The modern route of the road starts at D Street in Stoddard Wells Road in Victorville and travels north. We jump on the route and started heading north. Stoddard Wells Road was created by Lafayette Meekum. He wanted to deliver his hay from Little Meadows north to Camp Katy. He wanted to bypass the longer and much sandier Mojave Road. His road would eventually connect to Lane's Crossing, an established station on the Mojave Road. All right, here we are. We stopped. We're a couple miles down from where Stoddard Wells Road starts. Stoddard Wells Road starts back over that way, a couple miles back that way. So we're right here up next to the 15 freeway is behind me over that way somewhere. And then Stoddard Wells Road is over that way where that truck is going down the road. I can't tell if you can see him or not. But so Stoddard Wells is right over here, back behind me, and it runs up this way to the north and then out up to eventually Fish Ponds, or what's now known as Daggett. So we will continue to head up there and see what happens. Here I am at the corner of Stoddard Wells Road and 15. This is where I usually would get off whenever I would come out here to go off-roading. I'd get off right here at the 15, swoop around here and then head out Stoddard Wells, which is right next to me, out that way to where all the off-roading fun goodness is. So we'll get out there in a few minutes. Right now we're just kind of hanging out and taking a second, getting a drink of water. It's getting kind of hot out here, so we're gonna start heading that way. The southern part of Stoddard Wells Road is paved, but the majority of the road is dirt that leads through an area that is popular for off-roading. All right, we just made it to the cross street of Dale Evans. So Dale Evans Road is right there where that car just drove by, or truck. All right, so, and we're gonna take a look at what Aaron does while we off-road. Are you having fun back there?
Yes.
He watches his cartoons while we off-road. So we're about to head out that way, out along this very bumpy concrete / dirt road here that my dad busted a wheel on a couple years ago. So we'll see you at the next stop. Take a quick detour. I found on the map that there's the Apple Valley Speedway right over here, so we're gonna go ahead and take a quick detour, jump off Stoddard Wells, go see that, and then we're gonna come back over here. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So you see the track, how it goes around here?
Yeah.
So they probably went, and then they go that way. Oop, I'm like pointing at the ground. It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
You like it?
Uh-huh.
That's awesome. There was a car driving around, but they saw us coming and they got scared. After our short detour, we kept heading down Stoddard Wells Road. Frank Meekum, who was the son of Lafayette, wrote the following about the building of the road. In 1867, my father got a contract to furnish 100 tons of hay for Camp Katy. He broke a road from the fish ponds through what is now Stoddard's Well and into the Little Meadow, now Victorville, where we cut and stacked 100 tons of hay. The road did not become a viable route to travelers until Sheldon Stoddard dug a well along the route. After this, the road became a serious rival to the Mojave Road. Sheldon Stoddard was born in Toronto, Canada in 1830 and came to California in 1849, along with millions of others seeking the gold fields. After a misadventure where he narrowly escaped dying of thirst in the desert, he eventually made his way to and was one of the founders of the city of San Bernardino. Later, a few years after Meekum had built his new road in the late 1860s, Stoddard would build a well along the trail, making the road a true rival to the Mojave Road. Sometime in 1870, the stage even began using the shorter Stoddard Wells. All right, I'm over here at this little map kiosk thing right here. That's, I don't know, maybe a third of the way up Stoddard Wells right now on our way out. So I should put my glasses on because it's a little bright out here. So yeah, we're here on the side of the Stoddard Wells Road. Back that way is what was known as Little Meadows, or now Victorville. And then we're gonna continue down the road this way. And pretty soon here, we're gonna get to the actual Stoddard Wells ECV monument that talks a little bit about Stoddard Wells and why he is important and all that fun stuff. So one thing that kind of blows me away as I'm out here is how much, because I haven't been here in a few years, I mean at least a year or two, I don't even remember exactly how long, but there's a lot of new houses and stuff. And so there's a house up there, or a property, some buildings, some RVs, right? So those weren't there. There was another one down here that maybe I'll put in some of the dash cam footage of, and just kind of crazy because those were not here before, but now they are. So there's a lot of growth. Obviously things can't always stay the same as much as you would like them to be. So we're going to continue down the path that way, down Stoddard Wells Road, and learn some more history. All right, we made it out here to the Stoddard Wells Monument. It's a little windy. I hope you can hear me, but we're gonna go over right over here is where the actual wells are. They're right back over in this area. So I'm gonna walk over there in a few minutes and we're gonna go check that out and see. So hopefully we can find something that resembles the wells. So, Billy Holcomb chapter, which I am a part of for ECV, so came by, there was a sticker on the side of it. I pulled it off because we don't like people putting stuff on our monuments. But, alright, I'm gonna head over there and see if we can find the well. So somewhere in there, in this group of bushes, is Stoddard's well. So I'm thinking we're gonna start over right in this area, right above my thumb, and see if we can't find anything right over in that area. Having fun?
Yep.
Trying to find Stoddard's well. Oh, I wonder if this is it right here. Careful. Whoa, yeah, don't go anywhere near that. It's a hole, see it? Goes down deep in there. I wonder if this is the well. Let's see over here.
It probably is.
Careful, walk wide. Oh yeah. There's a little drain. Big old fly on my hand. Pretty interesting. So I think we have found Stoddard's well. And we should probably get out of here. Look. That is a spine of some animal. That is very interesting. Alright, well, we have reached Stoddard Wells, the namesake of Stoddard Wells Road, which goes out that way right there. And we're about to go over there. The monument, it might be hard to see, is right over there as well. So we just saw that. So, with that, we are gonna start heading out of here. So Stoddard Wells, careful of that hole, dude. Alright, right in there. So not sure what's down there, nor do I want to find out. Right, Aaron?
Right.
Not after seeing them bones, which is also a very good Alice in Chains song. Alright, well, we're going to continue along Stoddard Wells, see how far along we can go before we head back.
The road was called a few different names, including Stoddard's Well Road and Stoddard's Wells, before being called Stoddard Wells Road.
Alright, so that Stoddard Wells, seeing the actual well was kind of a surprise because I hadn't planned on that until I saw it on Gaia Maps as we were pulling up, and so I figured let's go see if we can find it. So that was kind of cool being able to go over there and find that. We got ourselves a passenger with a grasshopper riding on the root on the front of the Jeep. Alright, so I stopped at this spot because this is actually the spot that is like the furthest I've ever been on Stoddard Wells Road. So I kind of feel like Sam from Lord of the Rings right now, All right, so basically if we continue going up this road right here, we're gonna eventually run into the 247, which runs from Barstow out to Lucerne Valley. So we're gonna head over that way here in a little bit, but this is the furthest I've ever been on it, so everything out past this is going to be pretty much brand new to me. So that'll be kind of fun. All right, so we're gonna continue out that way into the desert. So I'm here at this crossroads that you can see behind me, one going up that way and then another one going off this way. And according to the old maps and the new maps, right, and the Google Maps and the Gaia Maps, all the maps are saying that I need to go this way over here, that the trail would switch off this way. Maybe you can see those cars in the background, they're going up Highway 247. But as I'm looking here, it looks like this would be a better route for the wagons that were taking the hay. I mean, I think it would be better to go this way over this mountain as opposed to go this way and go over that big mountain. Unless they went around it this way to the right of the mountain. Let me see if I can see over here better. To the right of the mountain, I'm guessing maybe that's what they did, but I don't see anything else beyond the 247. So it's kind of a guessing game right now. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna continue up this road and go up to those mountains up there and see what I can find up there. It's a little windy out here, but I don't know about going that way and seeing if there's a trail over there, and I don't really have the time to go explore, so I might try and come back another time and see what's on the other side of that road. I might even drive over there right now and see what's on the other side of the road and then come back this way. But I think I want to make my way back over in this direction, which is where Barstow outlet malls are, and since I do have to drop Aaron off, I need to go back to the 15 as opposed to going to the 247. It would just make it much further for me, a much further drive. So I think what I'm going to do is go up this road and see if I can at least see some cool overlooks of Barstow and see how that looks. So here we go. So I drove out to the stop sign and you cannot get across there. There's a fence. According to the maps, it looks like there is a little trail, like maybe a couple 100 feet or 100 yards down the road, but like I said, I didn't have time to go look at it and explore it. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive up to the top of that mountain, see if we can get some views of Barstow, and then we'll probably wrap it up and start on our way back home for the day. So it's been a couple hours. I think we got to the south end of Stoddard Wells Road about 1 o'clock, and it's currently 3:20. So I've been out here for a little bit. So I will I'll catch up to you guys when we get up there, unless I see something else. we made it. We are all the way over at the Barstow Outlets. You can see somewhere behind me over there is the hotel. I think it's over that way. It's hard to see on this little screen. So the hotel is somewhere back that way, and the outlet mall and everything. So we've made it back to the 15. We're gonna jump on the 15 and head back to Victorville, and then to home. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along on this little trip. We learned some awesome stuff about Stoddard Wells. Just really quickly, we did come down this way, past this fence over here, and then when we went up the mountain, it was back over there. So we kind of went up in Ridge Crest for a while, or Ridge Road, or riding ridges there for a little while, and it was really fun. There was some pretty crazy hills. So I hope you guys learned something. Have a good time, and I will see you next time.